before we take an application into production. So I think from a governance or a risk perspective, probably there are a lot of opportunities opening up. That is where people can focus if they are looking for opportunities in AI.
So hi everyone, today talk is very special, especially for all the engineers and students who are planning their career. We often wonder, how do successful people actually start their journey? What's keep them motivated and how they handle struggles? To answer these questions, we have with us Karthik sir and Shravan sir, two amazing professionals from AI industry. Their story will give us real lesson about career, motivation, and life. Let us welcome Karthik sir and Shravan sir. So very warm welcome, Karthik sir and Shravan sir.
Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you for hosting us.
So Karthik sir, my first question is that, sir, how you started your journey in the field of computer science?
Sure. So I'm a electrical engineer by graduation. Um, you know, we didn't have placements back then in our college, and so it was a struggle, and I'm sure most of the students can relate to it, right? I had to go through an off campus. I studied a few of the computer science courses. I joined a Java program where I could learn Java and then pick up a job. It was quite a struggle for first 6 months to get into the job, right? But after that, once I understood the transition between campus to corporate, that was quite a journey where I was able to pick up the technologies pretty fast and then learn how those technologies are able to bring value to our customers, and then I think I was able to learn the business also. It's just not about technology. It is also a combination of understanding technology and business, right? So first few years, it was more about understanding the technology, how the technology is being applied for our use cases. And then it is more about understanding the business and understanding our customers and driving the value. So that is how my career started, with quite a bit of struggle to understand, where do I fit in? Is this is IT the right career path for me or not? Was another question that I had. So I carved out a path for myself, is what I would say. But it was a quite an interesting journey for me.
बहुत शानदार सर, आपने बहुत प्यार से बताया, लेकिन सर बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रगल कहीं ना कहीं आपको झेलना पड़ा होगा सर. तो मेरा सवाल ये है सर, एक फ्रेशर स्टूडेंट है, तो सर जैसे कि आप इस समय इतनी बड़ी पोस्ट पे हैं, ईवीपी मतलब बहुत बड़ी पोस्ट होती है किसी भी कंपनी के अंदर, तो सर एक फ्रेशर स्टूडेंट को कितना स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा, कितने ईयर्स मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी उस पोस्ट पे पहुंचने के लिए, और क्या उसको करना चाहिए सर?
ओके. सो फ्रेशर है या एक्सपीरियंस्ड है, राइट? Every person needs to have aptitude and attitude if they have to do well in the industry. Along with that, they also need some kind of a flexibility, because if I talk more about technology industry, right? Technology has been changing. As I mentioned earlier, I started with Java, but now we have to work on multiple other technologies. If I stick to one particular technology, I will not be able to survive in this industry, right? So for anyone to grow in their careers, whether it is IT or any other industry that they are picking, I think for me it is all about the three things that I mentioned: aptitude, attitude, and being flexible and resilient.
बहुत बहुत शानदार सर, ये आपने मतलब तीनों जो पॉइंट बताया, ये हर एक स्टूडेंट्स को कहीं ना कहीं फॉलो करना चाहिए, और कोई भी स्टूडेंट इसको फॉलो करता है तो यार डेफिनेटली अपने लाइफ में कुछ बेहतर अचीव करेगा. अब मैं बढ़ता हूँ सीधा श्रवण सर के पास. श्रवण सर का एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ही दोस्तों लंबा है, 20 साल से ज्यादा का एक्सपीरियंस है सर को आईटी कंपनी में, और सर तो फ्रेशर्स को रिक्रूटमेंट भी करते हैं, तो बहुत सारे फ्रेशर्स को सर ने रिक्रूट भी किया होगा. तो सर मेरा सवाल ये है, जब आप किसी फ्रेशर को रिक्रूट करते हैं तो उसके अंदर क्या देखते हैं, कैसे आप सिलेक्शन करते हैं कि इस स्टूडेंट को सेलेक्ट करना है और इस स्टूडेंट को सेलेक्ट नहीं करना है? Shravan sir.
Sure. So, with the increasing technology requirements and as Karthik was mentioning, the attitude, aptitude, those are very important in life. What we are seeing today, a lot of people, they are coming out of colleges, they are lacking, I would say, the core skills, what they have um, earned in their college. And a lot of people are looking at IT industry as well, doing, let's say, electrical or doing the electronics or communications. They are also looking at the IT industry, right? So I don't say that's not a challenge, but when you are preparing to get into an industry, you should have your hands on, get get acquainted with that knowledge. What is the path that you want to take? Just put that in the plan. You should target to that goal. You should achieve that goal by learning all the required skills what industry is looking at. So today, what we look at people is they should be able to solve the problems, right? Which is the aptitude part. They should be able to handle the situations. They should be able to communicate better, right? And definitely the technology part, yes, they see people started joining the courses, which is a good thing, but then focus more into it rather than by hearting the things. You understand what is actually in it. Go to the basics of it. Go to the roots of it, which is missing in nowadays. If somebody does that, trust me, they will get selected and placed into a company. The moment you understand how things navigates, how a technology works, that's it. You unlock that puzzle and you will surely get into the campus selection or any company that you can get in. Today, a lot of people are also interestingly posting in our LinkedIn's, asking for is there any position that we did a lot of these things. And I'm really surprised. The newer generation has started hunting the jobs for their own selves. Meaning, today, the off campus or on campus recruitments have come down because of several market reasons, the issues going on in the geopolitics, whatever it is. They are finding the new ways to tap into the opportunities, which is good. I think they should start doing it. At the same time, they should also start doing some sort of case studies or use cases with what they have learned and present it with their uh, let's say everybody can build their own website. It's not super difficult today's and nowadays, right? With all the AI around, people can quickly learn anything from ground zero to um, the highest level, right? So they can build their own website, start publishing what they have done so far. That will show the lot of credibility. At least we understand that, okay, this guy has done something that will give us some confidence. Second, far most important thing is communication. It's not just talking in English, it is also about how clearly you untangle the conversations. If you are able to understand what the other person is speaking and you are giving a meaningful information back to that person, that's it. That's the second unlock of your career. So try to have these two things, and looking for opportunities is a good thing. So keep finding. It's not just in a job. It's not just in the education. It's a every day. It's a learning. Even today, I keep learning new things so that I can challenge my team. Right? I don't have to listen whatever the people say to me because I know things. They will come with a better answer. Likewise, people, everybody who are seeking a better position in life, they should start taking the opportunities, challenging themselves, and then they should have a target as well to achieve. So I think these are very key points that everybody should learn from and anybody that who are going through engineering today or coming out of the college. Start doing some of these things that will really help. Back to you.
बहुत शानदार, बहुत शानदार, बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से सर ने बताया, सरवन सर ने। तो सर जैसे कि आप अभी एआई की बात कर रहे थे, तो सर मेरे दिमाग में एक सवाल चल रहा है, तो सवाल कार्तिक सर के लिए है। कार्तिक सर, डू यू थिंक एआई विल रिप्लेस जॉब और क्रिएट मोर अपॉर्चुनिटी? सर ये बहुत ही बड़ा सवाल है बच्चों के दिमाग में कि भाई सारी जॉब्स खत्म हो जाएंगी या फिर एआई कुछ नई अपॉर्चुनिटी लेकर आएगा। सर इसको हम कैसे देखते हैं? सर आप तो इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट हैं, कार्तिक सर।
Sure. Yeah. Very interesting question, and we keep talking about this day in day out. Most of my team members also ask this question, right? So, yeah, will AI replace us or not? Time will tell us. Okay, probably it will take a lot of time for that to happen, right? But definitely there is a lot of progress in terms of technology on what can be done, right? So right now, my advice for all the college pass outs is to understand different use cases. Again, it is not that difficult, as Shravan was mentioning earlier, right? If you have curiosity, you can definitely try to do something, or you can learn something, right? You have different resources. When we started our career 20 years back, it was a completely different phase, right? Where we didn't had many resources. Right now, if you get into the internet, you can learn anything, right? You just have to go to YouTube. You'll get everything on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
So AI replacing jobs, to some extent, yes, probably some of the jobs will be automated with AI, but that is also opening other level of jobs where human involvement is required, right? So if you look at automation industry, if you look at cars, right? We have been talking about autonomous cars for a pretty long time, right? Autonomous cars are not so successful yet. There are few loopholes that we still have to fix if we have to bring in autonomous cars onto the roads, right? Especially in Indian roads, right? It is absolutely difficult to bring autonomous cars onto the roads, right? So similarly, even in the IT industry, what we see is automation has been happening for a pretty long time. If you look at a website is nothing but you're automating a workflow, right? If you look at submission of, say, insurance policy, what are you doing there? You're giving your information, and then if it is for a vehicle information, you're giving vehicle information and then submitting it, right? There is a workflow that is getting automated there, right? So um, so automation has been there for a pretty long period, right? Now what is happening is there is a lot of reasoning capability that is being built within AI, which is able to do things faster, right? So again, going back to what Shravan was saying earlier, if you understand the basics, right? Why are we doing this? What are we trying to do? And how is this being governed, right? How is this going to help people, right? And what are the risks involved with that? I think that is where there are a lot of opportunities right now. If you talk about AI, not many people know how to play with those risks. Everyone is in a hurry to build applications, but they don't know what are the implications of those applications that they are building, right? Autonomous cars themselves, right? We have built autonomous cars, you know. There is a lot of progress there, but is that a success? It will take some time to make that a success, right? Same thing is going to happen in every industry as well, where you will have to focus more on looking at what is exactly happening inside that application, right? How do we bring in the human element? How do we make it safer, for everyone in the world, right? I think that's where there are a lot of opportunities. I'm sure things will fail for some time. Whatever hype that we are seeing in AI, probably next few years we'll probably see some failures. Recent report from MIT says 95% of the AI projects are getting failed, right? Because we are experimenting a lot. We have not gotten into all the details that we have to untangle before we take an application into production. So I think from a governance or a risk perspective, probably there are a lot of opportunities opening up. That is where people can focus if they are looking for opportunities in AI. That's my take, but of course there are a lot of other opportunities opening. But at least I think this is one of the area where people can focus on.
Great answer, sir. Sir, my next question is that many students want to enter into the field of AI. What would be your advice to them?
Okay. Again, I think I partly covered in my previous response as well, right? It is more to do with curiosity. You have to understand where AI is being applied, why AI is being applied, and sometimes probably you don't even need AI to solve a problem, right? It can be solved with a simple solution, right? And it is all about knowing which technology or which tool to use in which situation, right? I cannot use hammer every time, right? If I have to open a bottle, I have to use the opener. I cannot use a hammer, right? So you need to have an idea of what tools are available and when these tools are being applied, right? If you're able to learn that, I think there are a lot of things that people can do, and grab the opportunities in AI.
Great,
And I
great,
would
great.
like to, if I, and so I would like to add few more points here. Okay. See, in today's world, AI is the buzzword still, right? In India, it is all about experimenting things. Not just in India, I would say every other part of the world, we are seeing it as an experiment. Where you are actually seeing the AI is in your phones today. Those are everybody's part of life. But nobody should be, I mean, people are not realizing that, right? So you are using in a day-to-day life. And the autonomous cars, just in India, there are only ADAS level 2 versions of the cars that have been introduced. Like this, there are use cases are starting up now. And now, actually speaking, everybody's looking at, every company is looking at implementing something that can help reduce the manpower, which means that there are some jobs that are going away. Somebody sitting on an Excel doing some processing analysis that may not exist, that AI will take over. Somebody sitting and creating presentations. To some extent, today it does exist, it will exist because it needs a perfection. But later in the future days, it may not needed that much of time to build something, right? So like this, there are some jobs that might go away, but nobody can remove human from the cycle, right? Human is required to do some task. And if I if I may say, the first cell phone that was introduced somewhere in 1999, 2000s, that's not the same way what we have in today, correct? There have been a tremendous exponential growth in technology. It used to be Java, .NET at some point. Now you have hundreds of languages across the industry. So which means that everybody should know at least more than one technology, right? So there is a saying called jack of all trades, but there is a second part to it, master of none, right? Which means that today's industry is looking for people who acquires knowledge in multiple areas. They doesn't have to be sitting at the top. They don't have to know everything in that one subject. They can acquire knowledge in multiple areas, and they don't have to be mastered. But the caveat, I mean, the point here is start understanding the technology. Don't stick to just one thing. Today, for example, I'll just give one scenario. People are trying to learn uh, tool sets, for example, SAP or uh, any other tools like this, Oracle, some other databases, right? They may exist today. They may be in the uh, most used position today. When technology advances, like the keypad phones are gone, these will be gone someday. Something else will come. What does not change here is human. Human is using it, and human is being part of the whole evolution. So don't worry about losing the job or not having a fear of not getting a job if you are not into AI, right? But all we need to look at is what are those future requirements are going to be. You be part of it. Eventually, things will grow. So, for example, as I was saying, PPT generation, Excel creation, don't get into those aspects of life. That's only one of your skill. You learn the other skills so that you get the opportunity to get into the new roles, right? And I was also saying that every day is a learning, correct? So the moment you see a new technology, start exploring it. Don't ignore it. You don't know when that will help you. Okay. So my from my experience today, there is a lot of opportunity in data. Data is first. Data analysis is first. Data science is first. Then comes to machine learning. Then comes to AI. Right. So we are currently the whole industry is at how to manage this data, how to secure this data, how to govern this data, how to ensure data is not being leaked, right? Or some PII information which should not be exposed to the outside world. This is where a lot of jobs are coming in, right? Now, on top of that, with this data, what you can do with AI, what you can automate, what learning that model has to be done, right? So these are all several areas people should start exploring. And with the core teams, all these autonomous cars, IoT, and communications with IoT, microcontrollers, those are all the hot topics today. Not just with IT, these are all the other areas that people can still look at it, right? So yeah, back to you. That's what I want to.
बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से सरवण सर ने बताया। सर एक मेरा एकदम सिंपल स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन है कार्तिक सर। स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन ये है, एक बच्चा है जिसने कॉलेज से इंजीनियरिंग पास आउट किया, कॉलेज से प्लेसमेंट उसका नहीं हुआ, उसके पेरेंट्स का कहीं ना कहीं प्रेशर है, भाई जॉब क्यों नहीं लगी, जल्दी से जॉब लो, ठीक है। उसके पेरेंट्स ने उसको 6 मंथ का टाइम दिया है, यू हैव 6 मंथ, जो भी सीखना है सीखो, जितने भी पैसे चाहिए हम किसी भी कोर्स के में एनरोल भी कराएंगे, कोई भी स्किल्स आपको सीखना है सीखिए, 6 मंथ है, 6 मंथ के अंदर आप जॉब लो। और वो बच्चा टेंशन में है, इतनी सारी टेक्नोलॉजी है, मैं किस फील्ड में जाऊं जिससे कि मैं 6 मंथ के अंदर मेरी जॉब लग जाए। तो उसको क्या करना चाहिए, 6 महीने में कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी फोकस करना चाहिए जिससे कि वो 6 मंथ के अंदर उसको एटलीस्ट वो इंडस्ट्री में आ जाए, उसके बाद वो फील्ड भी चेंज कर ले तो ठीक है, लेकिन उसको फर्स्ट जॉब मिल जाए। तो क्या मतलब ऐसा होना चाहिए, कौन सी बेटर टेक्नोलॉजी पे वो काम करे, कौन सा स्किल सीखे जिससे कि वो 6 मंथ के अंदर उसकी जॉब लग जाए?
Interesting question. Let me try answering this. All right. So I think we covered this partly earlier. As long as a person has a curiosity, they'll try doing multiple things, right? And now there are multiple avenues available on the internet. Shravan mentioned about LinkedIn. How LinkedIn is helping people now, right? So um, what I think is people should probably focus on one technology and do something that is tangible, which they can showcase to someone in the corporate world or someone they know, so that will open opportunities, right? So now opportunities are not opening for people who have degrees, right? People who can apply the knowledge is or the people who are actually getting the opportunities, right? So if you can showcase that either on your public profile, like a LinkedIn profile, saying, okay, this is what I have done or this is what I'm pursuing, that will open a lot of more opportunities. I 10 years back or maybe 15 years back, I read about this word called serendipity. Okay, serendipity means making your own luck, creating your own luck, right? How that happens is by exposing what you're trying to do, by letting the world know what is that you're looking for and what is that you have done, right? That creates a lot of opportunities. If I've done something, if I posted that on, say, LinkedIn, people will know, okay, Karthik is interested in this, or probably he's pursuing this, right? And then someone in my network will probably like it, and their network of network, someone might see and say, oh, okay, this is something that I am interested in as well, and why don't I partner with Karthik, right? So the opportunities open like that. If we sit at home and then say, okay, someone will call me, that is never going to happen. We have to take an initiative, we have to do something, right? Then people will be able to get those opportunities. So I'll probably sum up with three things, right? One is, we will have to first try to do something that we are interested in. Okay, pick one technology. To answer your question, you don't have to boil the ocean, right? Pick one technology, do something really tangible in that particular technology so that you can showcase it to the world, right? That is one. Second is, build your online presence, especially in this digital world. That is an absolute requirement. You have to connect with people to get those opportunities. So building that digital presence is the second piece, right? And third is more about creating that luck I was talking about, right? You have to expose what you're doing, right? It is just not about having your network and doing whatever is required, but you should also present what it is, right? You should be able to talk about it, you should be able to present it, right? So it's a combination of these three. You should learn technology, you should also try to build some kind of a communication skills, right? And a little bit of networking. These are the three combination that would probably help most of the people right now.
तो बहुत ही शानदार जवाब बच्चों आपके लिए दिया है कार्तिक सर ने। तो भाई, जिनके भी साथ ये समस्या है वो इसको फॉलो कर सकते हैं और एक बेहतरीन जॉब अपनी ले सकते हैं। अब मेरा सवाल चलता है श्रवण सर के पास। श्रवण सर, जैसे कि बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो इंडिया में जॉब नहीं करना चाहते हैं, वो चाहते हैं मैं बाहर जाके कुछ बेहतर करूं। क्या इंडिया के अंदर अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम है? क्या हम इंडिया के अंदर कुछ बेहतर नहीं कर सकते? क्या यहाँ पे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज की कमी है? जो बच्चे बाहर जाना चाहते हैं, तो बाहर उनको क्या नया मिलता है, और यहाँ इंडिया को वो बेहतर कैसे बना सकते हैं यहाँ पे काम करने के लिए?
Yes. So this is a very interesting aspect of our country that we have to holistically look at. The educational institutions, they are also looking at changing the courses and changing their strategies nowadays. Correct? What has to be included in the syllabus? I'm seeing um, lot of colleges, universities, they are changing their courses to the latest and greatest technologies. Right? If you are not part of those universities or colleges, you start doing for yourself what is important, what is uh, there are several aspects I have told, right? So people can start looking at those areas, right? Um, so to the sorry, the question was, um, can you repeat the question? I just lost the thought.
सर बहुत सारे बच्चे, काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो इंडिया में काम करना नहीं चाहते, वो चाहते हैं मैं
Yes,
बाहर जाके
right,
काम करूंगा.
right. So there are two aspects to it, right? The people who are all successful in their career, they want to do MS outside and they want to earn better. Let me put that way. But you know what's happening in a today's scenario? There are a lot of people who went to US. Sorry, but unfortunately, they are struggling today. There are a lot of people who are searching for jobs, searching for opportunities. I'm witnessing today. So when you have opportunities in India, this is our motherland, and there are a lot of great initiatives that are happening with this government today. The Make in India progress, the shift that is happening today is very great. I I don't know. I have an appeal to Indian government as well that they really have to look at this people who are flying out for opportunities. Why don't we create those opportunities in India itself? We need an environment to play. We need an environment to learn. We need um that experience, right? Definitely, India, we are doing a lot of projects, right? The Make in India projects, even if you see those projects today, they are fantastic and they are coming out really well, right? I'm sure these opportunities will grow, and we are also having a lot of opportunities in India. Uh, and there is one more thing I wanted to specify. With the recent changes that are happening, some of those companies moving positions from United States, United Kingdom to India. Even if you know the Apple, they have started manufacturing in India because we have the talent, we have people, we have that enthusiasm to grab the business opportunities. I'm sure there will be definitely a lot of opportunities that comes in India. Only thing is, please be patient. Start looking for an opportunity than earning dollars or earning money. That won't help you in building your career. Uh, Definitely, 1 or 2% people will get some good opportunities outside India. They will uh, they will survive anywhere in the world technically because they have acquired those kind of knowledge. So my answer to your question is there are opportunities in India. Please start taking any opportunity. Don't look for highest packages, highest salaries. Don't get into that race. As when and as and when you find an opportunity, please grab it, use it, use that to build your career, build your resume. That will take you anywhere in the world.
I'll probably add a few points to what Shravan has already mentioned. So I think there is a lot of focus on manufacturing in India. So though we both are representing IT industry and we have a lot of experience in this industry, I'm also seeing a trend where a combination of um, different domains is the need of the hour, right? I think Shravan covered that a little bit earlier. Breadth is the new depth. What we mean by that is you need to understand how things work. For that, we need a human interference where you see we as humans can understand different things, right? AI will only understand only a contextual knowledge of it, right? If you tell AI what to do, it will do that, right? But we as humans can think of anything in the world, right? So again, that is where we can bring in value, where we can connect the dots between different industries, how marketing can use AI, or how manufacturing can use AI, or how marketing and manufacturing can work together, right? How sales and marketing departments can work together in an organization, or a HR, marketing and sales can work together, right? And what are the um, different dependencies that we have between these business units in an organization, right? I think understanding overall about what the business wants, along with understanding what the technology needs are, would create a lot of opportunities in India as well. And we're currently seeing a lot of global capability centers opening in India, where most of the international MNCs, they are coming and setting up their offices in India. The shift is happening because every organization is becoming a technology organization, right? Earlier, they used to outsource technology to companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipros, and all of that. Now they don't want to outsource, they want to have the technology within their organization, and they want to do it in a cheaper price, right? That is when they are moving to India, or countries like Malaysia, or Latin America, so that they can use full potential, or leverage the resources that we have here. So that is another thing that I'm currently seeing, where there are a lot of opportunities going to open in India in next few years, with the emergence of these global capability centers.
बहुत बहुत शानदार तरीके से बताया सर ने। तो सर एक लास्ट सवाल मेरा ये है आपसे, सरवण सर, थ्री एडवाइस फॉर द अपकमिंग इंजीनियर्स। क्या थ्री एडवाइस आप अपकमिंग इंजीनियर्स को देना चाहते हैं कि जिससे कि वो कैरियर में अपना बढ़िया ग्रो करें और एक बेहतरीन पोजीशन आईटी इंडस्ट्री में ले सकें?
See, first of all, I want to congratulate every other engineer who had a successful career. Because of them, we have a lot of things that we are using today, day in, day out. And I wanted to wish this engineers on a happy Engineers Day. And we look forward for people uh, who can build something innovative in India, make India better. So three things I would suggest to people is, it doesn't have to be IT, it doesn't have to be the core areas. Everything is within you. One, start your career plan from the day one of your college. Um, you enjoy your college life, which is not stopping you, but then plan a portion of your time to look at what you want to do. It's not the gate that you are going to prepare for your college. I would say look at your window of opportunities for your getting into a job, or getting into a business, getting into any aspect of your life, right? So that's one thing that they need to start looking at. Two, start investing your time, learn things, which is really important. Get into a course, start learning things, start building the use cases. It's it's not a rocket science. Anything can be learned easily with the resources that we have today. So start looking at the use cases. There are a lot of there is a site called Kaggle, where they publish a lot of interesting stuff, and they also provide challenges to the people. And even with the Google, right? So they have these competitive courses or competitive exams within their sites for people to explore. So get into some of those areas, start having an interesting hobbies, maybe create it as a hobby, start doing something. Third thing I wanted to say is opportunity, which is really important. So whenever there is an opportunity to do an intern or do a project for yourself or do a maybe if you get a job opportunity, immediately grab it. Don't waste time looking at going for higher studies, I would say, because it's a everyday learning. It won't stop on end of the college day. So you have to keep learning it anyway. So whenever there is an opportunity, get it, get into the opportunity, take it, move forward. And and one other thing I wanted to tell you earlier from your earlier question, the gap between the education and the time that you are sitting idle. I wouldn't call sitting idle, but the point is if you are passed out in 2024, 2023, 2022, corporates will feel like that, feel that you are you may be obsolete. So make sure that you learn something during that time until you find an opportunity. You keep building your profile. Every 3 months, you have to update your profile. Make sure you learn something, you update your profile. That will really help you. Again, don't wait too long, like 2 years or 1 year. 1 year is okay, but 2 years is too long. If you don't find an opportunity, probably then start looking for higher studies, which will also fill some gap, and then you can start again. Right. So
Yeah.
you
And
can
Ankit,
apply some of those things.
सर बिल्कुल, इसमें इसमें मेरा एक छोटा सा सवाल है सर। कॉलेज के अंदर जो सिलेबस पढ़ाया जाता है, जैसे कि मैंने भी बीटेक किया था, 2008 में स्टार्ट किया था, 2012 में कंप्लीट हुआ, सॉरी 7 से 11 में कंप्लीट हुआ। तो कॉलेज के अंदर फोकस किया जाता है सेमेस्टर कैसे पास करना, थ्योरेटिकल चीजें पढ़ाई जाती हैं, ठीक है। उसका इंडस्ट्री में कुछ बहुत ज्यादा यूज नहीं होता है। तो कहीं ना कहीं कॉलेज के करिकुलम और इंडस्ट्री की जो नीड है उसमें गैप है। तो कॉलेज के अंदर ऐसा क्या बच्चे को सिखाया जाना चाहिए जिससे कि वो गैप खत्म हो जाए और बच्चे को जल्दी जॉब मिल जाए? कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सारे बच्चे ये स्ट्रगल करते हैं, कॉलेज के करिकुलम बहुत बैक चल रहे हैं, 5 साल 10 साल टेक्नोलॉजी, जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी चल रही है, हाँ, वो नहीं सिखाई जा रही, पुरानी टेक्नोलॉजी कॉलेज के अंदर चल रही है। तो सर इस पे मतलब क्या इंसाइट है आपका सर, कार्तिक सर?
okay. This is a debatable topic again, right? I don't want to advise government on what to do. They know what to do, right? But I think there are a lot of initiatives that have been taken to bridge the gap between what is being taught in the colleges versus what is being done. And again, there are a lot of avenues available right now, as I mentioned earlier, right? People don't have to just look at their textbook. Whatever they read on the textbook, they can also go and see how that is being applied in the real world, right? All of those use cases will be available on the internet itself. If I study about something like database management, right? How is the database management done? What are the best practices? If you go and type that in YouTube, you'll get n number of videos on that, right? So you can learn from there. So my advice is to be curious and learn as much as possible. And whatever you learn in the college, right, irrespective of whether it is relevant or up to date or not, whatever knowledge you gain is definitely going to be beneficial, right? You will get the basics taught in the college, right? If you once you come to the corporate, you will not get an opportunity to read all of those basics, right? Unless I know how an electron works, I will not know the electronics, right? So that is taught in the college. Once you are in the corporate world or in some job, no one is going to teach you about that, right? So learn all of those basics in the college and then come to your job to learn about how to apply those basics. That is my advice. And Ankit, I also wanted to cover a little bit on one of the questions that you asked earlier on um, how should people plan their career, because they get advisors from their parents, their seniors, and all of that, right? Um, while we give all of these advices to people because people are confused, some people are confused on what to do in their careers. Some people probably have a clarity on what they want to do, right? If someone wants to be a YouTuber, or someone knows that they want to be a good photographer, right, I would advise them to pursue those careers. There are ample opportunities available right now to pursue what people really want to do, right? They don't have to only be engineers. Of course they can be an engineer, and at the same time they can also pursue their hobbies, right? So that is another advice that I wanted to give people. Um, if you apply your time and skills in something that you're really interested in, that is when you will certainly grow to the heights that you would want to reach. So if you have that clarity, please do pursue that. But if you don't have that clarity of thought in terms of what you really want to do, you definitely seek all of these advisors and get to the best career that is possible for you.
Great, great. So thank you so much, Karthik sir and Sarban sir, for inspiring journey with us. I am surely every student or engineer listening today has taken away something useful, whether it's about career, choice, staying motivated, or handling challenges. Friends, always remember technology will keep changing, but if you stay consistent and keep learning, success will always follow. I think we have understood this thing from this our conversation.
Sure. That's the key mantra for everybody.
So
Absolutely.
तो दोस्तों बहुत ज्यादा आपको कहीं ना कहीं इस हमारी कन्वर्सेशन से आपको हेल्प मिली होगी और आप अपने कैरियर में बेहतर करें, और ऐसी ही मेरी आशा है, और आप जो भी कर रहे हैं वो बेहतर, इससे और ज्यादा बेहतर करेंगे। मैं अपने सभी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, अपना प्यार देता हूं कि आप अपने कैरियर में सब लोग बेहतर करें। सो थैंक यू सो मच सर, अगेन थैंक यू।
Sure.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Ankit. Again, wish you all happy Engineers Day. Everyone is an engineer because we do something or the other every day, right? If my bike stops somewhere, I have to fix that. That itself is an engineering, right? So we apply engineering everywhere. So happy Engineering Day to everyone in the world, just not the engineering graduates.
Happy Engineers Day.
So happy Engineers Day to all of you. So thank you so much, sir. Again.
Thank
Sure.
you. Thank you.
All the best for everybody, and all the best for an academy.
तो दोस्तों यार, इंजीनियर्स डे पे एक बेहतरीन डिस्काउंट भी आपके लिए आ गया। वो डिस्काउंट क्या है यार? गेट 2026 का जो प्राइस है वो हो गया है 7499। यार ये 7499 प्राइस आप देख रहे हो, इससे पहले हमारे पास 7999 था, अभी प्राइस हो गया 7499। तो इंजीनियर्स डे पे सारे ही बच्चों को एकदम भारी डिस्काउंट अनअकैडमी की साइड से दिया जा रहा है। तो दोस्तों यदि 26 की आप तैयारी कर रहे हो तो 7499 में 27 की तैयारी कर रहे हो, 28 की तैयारी कर रहे हो, सारे ही कोर्सेज पे आपके लिए डिस्काउंट आ गया है। तो आप अपने आप को एनरोल कीजिए बहुत शानदार तरीके से, और जब भी आप, और 6 मंथ तक का फ्री एक्सटेंशन भी मिल रहा है। यानी सबसे अच्छी बात क्या है कि डिस्काउंट के साथ साथ आपको फ्री एक्सटेंशन मिल रहा है, डबल फायदा हो रहा है। एक तो डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है और डिस्काउंट के साथ साथ आपको फ्री एक्सटेंशन भी मिल रहा है। तो अप टू 6 मंथ तक का फ्री एक्सटेंशन दोस्तों आपको यहां से मिल जाता है, ठीक है। और ये जो ऑफर है ये वैलिड कब तक है? लेकिन ये ऑफर सिर्फ 16 सितंबर तक वैलिड है। तो जब भी आप इस कोर्स में एनरोल करें तो ध्यान रखिए, कोड लगाइए एडी रूल। जब एडी रूल आप लगाएंगे तभी आपको ये डिस्काउंट दोस्तों मिलेगा। तो आज ही अपने आप को एनरोल कीजिए और एडी रूल कोड का यूज कीजिए।